welcome to another episode of Hkotg TV. My name is Man, and we're at the WGC shop again. This time, we bring you this. This is the Hkotg 417 by VFC GBB. Now, so what's the difference between this one and the 416? The 416 is the 5.56 millimeter, and this is the 7.62 millimeter. Alright, so let's look about some of the different comparison between the two. This is the 416 and this is the 417. As you can see, the 417 is a little larger than the 416. Now straight off the bat, get rid of that, you can see that the buffer tube is larger. This is because of the bolt, and later on Mark will get more into that bolt situation. So 416, 417. Straight off the bat, the rail is larger. You know that they brought out an AEG before, but I highly doubt that's going to fit on here. So right now there is no word on a different rail system, but we do know that there is a longer barrel coming out. Alright, so the magazines. The magazines are larger. This is the 417 magazine. The magwell is larger. You can see it is much bigger compared to the 416. You can put these right next to each other. There you go. You can actually see that there. This has got a longer barrel on it and is much bigger. This is your M4 magazine. So you can see that the 416 is much smaller than the 417. So when you go out and you get your 417, make sure that you've got bigger mag pouches on your vest, because these are pretty big. Right, so that's the basic outlook of the 417. I can't wait to show you guys. Mark, we're going to head over to Mark, and Mark's going to give you a rundown of the shooting, how it feels, and he's going to let you know. He's also going to deconstruct the gun and show you what is inside of this and the difference between the 416 and the 417 bolts.
What's up, guys? This is Mark again from Hkotg TV. I really hope you enjoyed that first session with Martin talking about the one and only VFC HK417 GBB. Now, before I start, I just want to make note that this gun that we're holding here is the Asian version. So there are two main distinct differences between the Asian version and the European version that many of you may have probably seen on YouTube, thanks to some good friends of ours overseas. And you know, it's good that this product is out over there so users can get their hands on it, because this is a great gun to have. One of the main differences that you're going to see with this gun compared to the European version is the Asian version we have the full markings, whereas the European version the marking might be a little bit different. Second thing is the power. The power differences between this version and the European version does slightly vary. So when I shoot the gun, we're going to quickly give you a kind of feel of what it feels like, and then we're going to go into some details as an FPS and so on. Alright, so I got my trusty iPro, you know why, and now we're going to shoot this bad boy. I shoot the second magazine. Let's quickly talk about that. What a satisfying blowback from this gun. It is very, very noticeable, and it's very stable with the bolt traveling back, and you do get a very nice stable hold, and you feel it cycling back into your shoulder in a very nice pattern where it doesn't feel like it's all over the place. It is a very big bolt, so the reciprocation of that bolt is a little slower than what you get on maybe some usual 5.56 models. Even with the 416, it feels a little slower on the cycle and on the reciprocation. But it feels very true to what a 7.62 gun would expect it to be felt like, with the heavier bolt system and also with the different spring that's in the buffer tube. So let's shoot the second magazine, and let's check out the FPS. $393. $387. Auto. 384. One more shot on single just to be safe. 385, and that is with 0.2 gram BBs and just with regular V gas. So this shoots at an average of about 384 to 385 FPS. So it is a pretty good feeling gun. Great for outdoors. You can probably, throw a magnified scope on this thing and get a good 30 to 40 meters easily with this. So for the last mag, there's some funsies. Here's a recoil test in full auto, just to let you see how hard this thing actually kicks. Full auto. Just nice and softly put it up against my shoulder. And that is with no effect. What an amazing kick from this gun. I'm pretty sure anyone who gets their hands on this thing, you're going to be very pleased with its performance and the feeling that you get with that big bolt traveling back and forth. Speaking of bolts, let's go take this thing apart and we'll compare it with the 416. So let's talk about the guns. This is the 416, this is the 417. Now you can quickly see right away one of the most prominent features that differentiates these two weapons is the different magazines, the magwell, and of course the different calibers that they're chambered in. And it's very, very obvious that this is a huge gun just by looking at it. The second thing, you actually will notice that they are the same length. So even though it looks like it has a smaller barrel and a flash hider, it's actually the same length as this 416 on the bottom. So let's get down to business and take this thing apart, shall we, since we talked so much about this huge bolt that it has. So it's very easy. You take this pin here, push out the pin from the back, push out the pin, pull the pin out, and you open it up. And so there you go, you can open the two parts up like that. Let's not break their glass cabinet. Pull this out. And here's the bolt. So this is a huge bolt, and let's go talk about it real quick. So, as we just talked about, we're talking about the bolts. So you can see this is the standard 5.56 bolt. This is also a VFC bolt. And this is the 417's 7.62 bolt. You can clearly see the size difference between the two. Start from the back. There's your difference, the size. And then start from the front. There's your difference between the loading nozzles and also the size of the bolt itself. So this is one of the big reasons why this thing kicks so hard. And this is a steel bolt, so it does give you that extra sense of safety, so you can really run this thing pretty hard. And it's a pretty heavy feeling bolt too. It adds to the general weight of the gun, and it gives you that nice satisfying kick at the end of the day when you really want to put it through its paces. So some of you probably see me shoot the gun just now with a C-clamp grip. You really do need to make sure you have something in the front to hold that front end of the gun down, because it is an airsoft gun, but that thing really does kick. And if you want to use it for its intensive purposes, which is almost like a DMR or maybe like a sniper rifle, then you really want to make sure you're going to keep a hold of that thing, because that thing will really try to jump out of your hands, which is a great and very satisfying feeling. So let's get back to the guns, and this is a talk about the bolts. So I really hope you enjoyed the 417 as much as I did. I'm a really big H&K fan when it comes to these type of rifles. I own a 416 myself, and when I shot this thing, I got that feeling of being in the crush again. First love. It's a good feeling. For details about the gun, it is under pre-order right now. You can go to WGC Shop's website, www.wgcshop.com, and place a pre-order there. The prices are up there, so please feel free to just check them out. They give us a lot of love, and they let us play with these new toys, and least we can do is make sure that they get your views and they get your business, because these are good products to buy. So stay tuned, of course, and of course for more accessories you can check them out, wgcshop.com.
Right, so that's the 417 review from us. I just want to say a quick shout out to you guys, actually, all the fans. Thank you very much for the support. We're trying to really bring you guys a cool and fun channel. We got access to all this cool stuff, so we really want to bring good stuff. If you guys got any tips on something you'd like to see, let us know in the comments. Big shout out to Popular Airsoft for featuring our reviews on their website. Great job, thanks for the support. You want to say something, mate?
Yeah, also, once again, big thanks to WGC Shop for hosting us here today to talk about the 417 and some of the other amazing products that we have in the pipeline that we're going to be doing with them together. So please check them out in the comment section, and not the comment section, in the information below. You'll find the links there, so make sure to check them out, give them a shout out, show them some love. Don't forget to like, subscribe, as well as follow us on the Twitters and on the Facebooks. So you know what to do.
Peace out.
Deal with it. 2 times.